Hello, Keller Williams. This is MCA Lauren Leroy. It is 2020. It's January. We are all rolling over a new leaf. And one of the things that I'm trying to get over is the idea that things have to be perfect before they can be sent out. And what I am wanting to bring to you today is a quick example to help you know how to calculate your splits, how to calculate your cost of sales when you do transactions here in the market center. Specifically, I think it gets a little bit more confusing when we have teams and we're splitting commission between the market center and the rainmaker of the team. And so I'm just coming to you right now with as quick of a video as I can to help make that really clear for you. So I've put together a very simple buy-side transaction, and I'm going to walk you through it right now. So if we are starting with a house with a purchase price of $220,000 and we're doing a buy-side commission, just to make the math round, I know we're still getting a lot of 2.1 commission on a buy side, but I just used a 2% commission on the buy side. And if you take $200,000 times 2%, that gives you $4,000 GCI. GCI stands for gross commission income. That is the amount that's going to be split out between the rainmaker on the team agent, and the market center. So in this example, we'll actually just cover up the side for now. So Annie agent is on a team and she is going to split this deal 50-50 with her other partner on the team. So first we take the total gross commission and we multiply it times her unit percent. So she's going to get 50%. So her GCI is going to be $2,000. In this example, I said Annie is capped on royalty, but she is not capped on company dollar. So she's going to pay royalty, which is calculated at 6% of her GCI. Her GCI, not the gross GCI for the deal. Okay, in this case though, I said she was capped, so there's going to be no charge. However, she is not capped on company dollar. Company dollar is calculated at 30% of her GCI. So then we take $2,000, her GCI, times times 0.3 or 30%, which gives you $600 in company dollar that she is going to pay on that deal. So then to get to her bottom line, we're going to take her GCI minus 0 for royalty because she was capped, and minus $600 for the company dollar she's going to pay. Her net check will be $1,400. She's working with Roger Realtor. He also gets 0.5 units on this side. So his GCI is also $2,000. Roger is not capped on royalty or company dollar. So he's going to pay royalty, which is calculated at 6% of his GCI. So that equals $2,000 times 0.06, which is $120 he's going to pay in royalty. And then his company dollar is calculated at 30% of GCI, which was the same as the other side. I mean, it's always the same. It's 30% until you cap. So his company dollar is also $600 that he will pay into the market center. So what we get for a bottom line for Roger is $2,000 gross minus $120 royalty minus $600 company dollar equals $1,280 for his agent check. So what I wanted to also show you was just a couple of really quick shortcuts. And this is how I run through and really quickly calculate. I'm always checking WinMore, which is our system of record, versus my hand calculations. I mean, I don't do that every time, but if something doesn't add up, I always know how to manually calculate what commission should be. And that's what I really hope to empower you with during this little video here. I want to really build your confidence that you know what you're going to receive. And then when you get that DA, the disbursement authorization in your loop after closing, that the numbers on that DA match what you expected. So a quick shortcut is, if you're not capped on either royalty or company dollar, take your GCI times 0.64%, and that gives you your agent check. That's just a shortcut. That's the same way as saying if I'm paying 6% in royalty and 30% in company dollar, then I am paying 36% off the top of my check. 100% minus 36% is 64%. So that's my shortcut. If I'm not capped, find out my GCI times 0.64 and I've got my agent check. If you're capped on royalty only, then you're going to pay GCI times 0.7 because you're not paying that 6% royalty. If you're capped on company dollar only, then it would be GCI times 0.94 because you are not paying the royalty. You're only paying, excuse me, if you're capped on company dollar, then you're not paying royalty. If you're capped on company dollar, you are not paying company dollar, but you are paying royalty. So GCI times 0.94, third time's the charm on that one. If you are capped on both, yay, GCI equals your agent check. Just want to provide a little bit more clarity yet, because this is what you're used to seeing after you have a closing. It's called a disbursement authorization. You will hear it referred to as a DA. And as you can see, I made an example DA where I am sharing this deal with Jesse. The numbers are actually the same as the example that we just talked about with Annie Agent and Roger Realtor. However, I wanted you to be able to see how this actually looks on a closing, on a DA, a disbursement authorization from the market center. So this first page is simply a summary page of where all of the money went. And then the following pages are the detail pages for the individual agents. So again, on this deal, it was a $200,000 house. It was a $4,000 gross commission income. And then when we look at my agent detail, so on the left side is all income and on the right side is all deductions, which gets you down to your agent check number. So you can see in this example, I am not capped on royalty because here I am paying $120 in royalty, and I am not capped on company commission. Company commission is the same as company dollar. So if you see a number in that spot, it says that we subtracted, in the MCA office, we subtracted that amount from your check for company dollar. And that's the revenue that stays within the market center. Royalty is the amount that goes to Keller Williams International. So you can see that when you take my gross commission and you subtract my royalty and you subtract my company dollar, I have an associate check amount of $1,280. And then Jessie, she's a little bit ahead of me because she is capped on royalty. So she's still got that, we're splitting it 50-50. So she's got 2,000 GCI on her side of the deal. And there is nothing in the associate royalty box, so there is no deduction for royalty, but there is a $600 deduction for company dollar, and so she nets out to $1,400. So I just wanted to give you this really quick example. Down the road, I'd love to have a more beautiful video to share with you, but I hope you got some value out of this and it helped you clarify, what your splits are going to be, to make sure that when you get this DA in your loop after closing, that everything adds up correctly. Of course, if you have a question, when this lands in your loop, always talk to your MCA office. Best way to get a hold of us is by coming in anytime after 10:15 in the morning. We do time block from 8 to 10 every morning, and then we have a leadership stand-up meeting at 10 to 10:15. So stop by anytime after 10:15 if you'd like to ask a question in person. Otherwise, email us at klrw959@kw.com. Thanks so much. Bye.